What's going on, y'all? Macho here. This is a door kickers strategy video. I struggled with this mission, so I wanted to put together a video that kind of explains my process for going through it. There's some other really good videos on YouTube that you can watch to kind of see how it goes, but I wanted to make one and kind of explain how I set it up. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you like this type of video, and I'll make a few more. So the mission is House Call Norwegian Bikers, and the goal for the mission is to eliminate all hostiles. You see there are 20 hostiles in the mission. The time limit, I completed it in 1 minute and 3 seconds for 3 stars, but the time limit, you have to get under 1 minute and 10 seconds. That's your limit. Obviously no SWAT casualties, pacify all the hostiles. You do that in under 1 minute 10, you'll get the 3 stars for the achievement. That's what I'm trying to do, get all 3 stars. The loadout that I used, I tried the assaulter loadout, but I found that the stealth loadout with this silenced HK416 helped me win a few more of the one-on-one firefights in the map. The pistol doesn't matter, it's a Glock 17 here, but you can use whatever you want. I ended up not using the pistol at all. The Raider vest I found was slightly faster than some of the other vests with the side plates or the full armor, because I found myself cutting it very close on time. I completed a few runs, but it was just over that minute 10, so I wanted to speed things up just a little bit. So that's why I chose the Raider vest. Just be aware there are no side plates, so you can get surprised by somebody on your side and basically take a one-shot kill, and you'd have to restart the mission at that point. I brought both flashbangs and stinger grenades. Ended up not using flashbangs in this run, but I saw some other runs on YouTube that were using them, so I brought them along. And then the spy camera, once again, was not used, chosen completely for speed purposes. Now we're going to move on and talk about the details of the map and where you can expect enemies in this first large section of the map. So here you see I have a screenshot of the map. This first section, this large open outside area, and the first set of rooms on the first floor of the building. I'll show you kind of where you can expect to see some enemies. I'll mark them with stars here. You can expect to see enemies. There may be somebody in this room, so as you come across, I would be looking down here just to verify, and I always send somebody in to just be sure. I'll detail my first kind of movements in a bit, just showing you where the enemies may be right now. I've seen occasionally enemies here. Sometimes there's a guy right around this corner. You're gonna want to send somebody. You're gonna send one person up in the top half of this section behind these hedges to check for this enemy, and also to come around this corner. This is an important strategy that can really help you out, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a bit. Other than that, there's almost certainly going to be somebody in this room looking through these windows. As you come around this hedge here, you're gonna end up probably seeing somebody hidden behind here. That's something to be aware of. Additionally, as you cross this front yard, you'll most likely see somebody here. In addition to that guy, more people on the outside. You'll probably see somebody maybe around this corner, and probably 1 or 2 guys kind of here in this pocket. This will be one of the last outside areas you explore, so these guys will be kind of hidden there. There's usually always somebody right here, and with a well-placed grenade you can take that guy out. And then additionally, as you send your soldier up this top half, you're gonna probably see 1 or 2 enemies here. So that's kind of mostly the outside of the building and what you can expect. Occasionally you might see somebody in the front, but they're taken out pretty quickly. Other than that, inside the building, you can look for probably somebody in here, most likely somebody in this corner. There's usually a heavy guy right here, and then this hallway is kind of your first major choke point, and probably would cause you to restart your mission a lot, is because there's guys bunched up all inside of this main area. Other than that, once you have that cleared, there's usually somebody here, and then there may or may not be somebody in this room or in this room. These locations won't all be populated, but it's just where you can be looking for enemies. So the strategy that you want to use for the ground floor area is you're going to want to send somebody up. They're going to be looking here for this enemy, and then they're going to continue up, and they're going to stop just at the edge of this building. And at that point, they're going to want to have them, let me get a good color for this. Sure, this is good. I want to have them send a grenade all the way down. This is a stinger grenade, and right in this area here, because that's going to take out this heavy without him ever getting a chance to attack. If you poke your head out around this corner, he's probably going to throw a grenade. You're going to have to run back out of the way to avoid losing the soldier. You're also going to be in a firefight with dudes here and here, and you know, this guy continues throwing grenades. He's got full body armor. It's just a big waste of time. So if you send that grenade, you should be able to take this guy out with one grenade, easy peasy. After that, once you've confirmed that he's gone, then you can poke your head around, and I wouldn't move any further than this. Just poke your head around and take out whoever's in this line right here. Another key is to, as you move this group up, you're going to want to keep eyes on this room. So make sure to be doing that, and then definitely send a guy around this corner just to clear this. After that, it's kind of a case of moving everybody up. You're going to want to send a majority of your units to this door, but I would recommend also sending 2 in this direction. You're going to want to have a guy here, and then I usually put a guy closer up. You're going to be looking into this window for an enemy, and then as you come around this corner, you may see an enemy here, and you may see an enemy here. You'll also be, you know, seeing all these guys in the yard. Non-armored enemies usually will go down in 1 shot or 2. If you see a heavy, right, if you see somebody wearing the body armor, then I would, as you come around this corner, I would duck back. Avoid taking fire, avoid taking grenades, and then just lob grenades up to your heavies. Take them out that way. Other than that, that's pretty much the outside sorted. You're going to want to send, obviously, somebody around the corner just to clear all of this. Be looking for somebody hiding in a pocket in here. But once that's done, then you'll be focused on moving into the building. A priority is to get somebody up to this door as fast as possible. You can breach with a breaching charge, that would be fine. I just ended up using the breaching tool or the crowbar to get in. I would position as soon as you can get inside this entryway. Have a 4 stack here, and then you're gonna want to send grenades into this room. Trying to soften people up as much as possible in here because they're going to be stacked. Once you do that, then you can start entering into this fatal funnel and try to clear out as much as you can. This door may or may not be open, but you're watching for enemies in here. There's usually a heavy in here, so be careful with that. If you see that, I would just try to duck back again very quickly and put a grenade on him. This room will be secured from the outside, so you should never have to enter this room. This room will be the same way. As you send a guy here, he's looking inside of here. That room will be cleared from the outside as well. As your outside team moves around this direction, they're looking inside here. And so this room will also be cleared from the outside. So the only rooms that you'll have left to focus on are this one, in case there's a guy in that bathroom, this one in case there's a guy in this room, and then you may have to take a crowbar. This will be the last thing you do before you move upstairs, and the timing should work out perfectly. As you get everybody kind of gathered to go upstairs, this person will be done with the crowbar and will be able to enter this room and clear it. And that's the entire first floor secured. Now we're going to move on. We'll talk about the second floor and kind of the strategy, and then I'll talk you through the replay of my my run and kind of how it went. Okay, so now we're upstairs. You're only going to be able to get 5 people upstairs, so just be mindful of that as you're loading people downstairs and getting them ready. As you can see, it's already kind of partway into my replay here, but we see an enemy here. Typically you may see an enemy here, probably a heavy right here. There's usually somebody in this hallway. And then there may or may not be enemies in these rooms. I've also seen somebody here, or you know, they may be over here, or they might be over here. So just be aware of kind of what's happening in this window as you enter into the room. The first thing I did for my playthrough was I sent grenades. I tried to send them, you know, into here, down here. Try to send one over here and then over here. Just trying to cover as much ground as possible with grenades. Other than that, you're just going to be very careful as you come in. You're obviously, as you feed people through, you want to be looking in this direction. You want to keep eyes on this direction, and you want to also keep eyes on this direction as you come down, and definitely somebody looking down here. So you've got a lot of different ways to look, so just make sure that you're smart as you move through this space. I would definitely just send, you know, if you have 5 people, I sent one here. Actually, we'll kind of go through the path here. I sent one guy across here. This is number 2. I sent number 3, and number 4 and 5 came into here. This room can be cleared with 1 person. This area will be cleared by the lower man. This area will be cleared by the higher man. I got lucky up here. There was a heavy here, and I caught him moving behind the couch to try to take cover, so I was able to take him out. You could stop here and then send a second grenade to try to flush him out. Your choice. These two guys going this way, obviously clearing rooms. And then these two going this way will end up both pushing down through this door to take out whoever this is. But yeah, that was the strategy for the second floor. Hopefully with that information you can proceed and try to clear the mission for yourself. But next up I'm going to show you my actual replay and we'll talk through it and kind of how it went. So here you can see my actual plan for the mission. You can see that I'm sending one guy up here. I do have him quickly looking this way for an enemy. I do have him also looking down as he comes across in case there's somebody here. You can see that he stops here. You can see this grenade. This is a flash icon. I do end up changing this as the game goes, and I send the grenade. Take this guy out, and then that's the end of the plan, right? As soon as I verify that this guy's taken out, then I automatically pop him up, have him take out. You can see I also have somebody coming up around the bikes and down, check into this room just the way I outlined. As people around this corner here move up to go around these bikes, I'm looking this direction, catch anybody in the yard, catch anybody inside this room. You can see I send somebody around here, and I'm looking and I'm checking for an enemy here. Also, as he comes across this hedge, I have somebody looking this way for long enemies. You can see I send somebody through these windows. I want to clear this room from the outside. That way I don't have to go in. And then I send somebody directly to the door for crowbar. Other than that, you can see this guy who clears behind this hedge. He starts pushing this way, and he's looking for enemies there. I also send somebody short. Be looking inside of this room. Come across to get a better angle. And then moving around this corner to look up here to see who we see. We're looking for grenade targets, which are heavily armored. Those are the guys that will actually throw grenades back at us. So we want to, you know, when we see them either here or here, right, we duck back. Duck back. You throw grenades from that position to take them out. That's pretty much first floor. You'll see I do, once I get this hallway secured, once I actually get inside, I'm not concerned about this room. Cleared from the outside. I'm not too concerned about this. Cleared from the outside. Not too concerned about this. Cleared from the outside. But I am concerned about sending grenades here. Soften these targets up. Then we flush in, right? Once I've got guys out here as well, providing cover fire, going straight in. I'm trying to be as efficient, quick as possible. I'm going into this room, and I do send somebody over here, but they don't quite make it through by the time I'm ready to send everyone else upstairs. So yeah, let's play it, and I'll stop as needed and kind of explain what's going on. Target in sight. Right, so you see this first guy in the front yard, right in front of the front door. So we're already engaging with him. Got the drop on him through stealth. you saw this guy here was looking down for an enemy. Typically by this point you'll see him and he will probably scooch over to the right, either behind this motorcycle or up behind the wall. So by that point you'll be able to adjust your plan and account for that enemy that you see. This guy at the top has cleared this whole corner, and now he's moving up to throw his grenade.
On your mark, on your mark.
You see I posted a couple guys here. They're looking up and just watching if anybody comes through this door. Other than that, I have this guy up here. He's pulling long security. These two are going to start moving across the courtyard. You see I'm already looking through the window to catch this nameless thug and take him out immediately. There was a guy in this room. We didn't see him. Luckily he wasn't paying attention to us. He was probably messing with these tools, so we were able to take him out as well. Nobody in this corner. Pulling long. You see this guy's got his stinger ready. You'll see that flying out. You see it actually hit the guy right here, and that should blow up and take him out. Meanwhile, these two are going to be moving up in this direction, clearing this room, and anybody left in the yard. This whole group is now moving up to the door. This guy got taken out. We stunned old tack driver Tim, and then we'll be able to take him out, and also Junkie Harry.
Tango down. Sight. On your mark. In position. Tango down.
Enemy here. Took him out as we were breaking down the front door. Notice I have several people in position. Sometimes the enemies will flush through and open this door while you're trying to break it down. It's good to have eyes on that and not get surprised. As soon as that grenade flew out and these other enemies were taken out on this back line, this guy has no reason to be up there anymore. We need him inside the building, so that's where he's going. Heavies, this is what they look like. Grenadier Glenn, Operator Orville. You can see they've got the white shirts, they've got the body armor. We don't want to deal with those in a one-on-one fight, so I'm backing up and I'm going to toss some grenades. We luckily take one out. 2 guns on 1. So we were able to win that firefight, but I'm not interested in taking those chances anymore. You see our raccoon's already injured. Tigger, luckily, has been safe. We've got the door open. We're going to start flushing in. This door is not locked, so we can just open it up. I'm going to put 2 guys on either side of this door. I'm going to put 2 guys on either side of this front door, and we're going to be ready for a firefight. You see this door opening and closing. People are moving back and forth. It's stacked in here. Trust me. This guy gets hit by a grenade. I don't know if we took him out or not, but at this point now these two are gonna poke out to the left and see if we can finish him off.
On target. X-ray down.
Now you see we already have 4 enemies here. Luckily no heavies. But yeah, we were able to win this firefight. So see what happened there.
Lock and load. Let's do this.
Try to get back to it. Once we open that door, I kind of get hung up here, right? These 2 guys aren't shooting. They're too close to the wall because they've got those HK416s. They can't be too close to the wall or they can't shoot. So I ran into a little situation here where I had to reposition one of these guys in order to get the final shots off. Watch how that happens. Yeah, you see what's happening here. This guy is just laying into us, and my guys in the back can't take shots because these 2 guys are in the way. So I can either move one of these guys back or move one of these guys towards the middle, or both of them. I think that's what I end up doing. Yep, the guy on the right ends up shifting up a little bit so I can take him out. You gotta keep an eye on that stuff and just make adjustments as needed. Once we're pretty confident about these guys in the back, I end up sending Tigger back inside. Raccoon continues out. He's going to clear the rest of this just in case, and he's also looking inside of this room. There's a heavy here. These guys, got to be careful with these guys. I got pretty lucky, I think, on this, but you see he's got a Raider vest as well. And so I've got this guy in the front. He's not able to take, he's the only one fighting. These two guys really can't because he's in the way. You just got to be careful how you're positioning your people. We do end up winning that firefight, luckily. Nobody in this room, luckily.
Looks clear.
Sometimes that happens. You'll just have to, you know, if you get unlucky, you just restart. Keep trying it. Slowly adjust your plan as you go. You see I'm starting to position people on the stairs. As soon as I send that last guy up, I want everybody to be able and ready to go. This room we're confident is clear, so I'm not even sending anybody there. I just want to clear this room and then send somebody up here to clear that.
In position, covering. No contact.
And I think you'll find I don't quite get through this door and clear the room, but it doesn't matter. Alright, so now we're on second floor. You see I've got grenades going out, right? I've got one trying to go up here. Doesn't quite get far enough to take out whoever's up here. One long into the kitchen. One long outside the window. And then with my other two not throwing grenades, they're going to take up positions and try to take anybody out. So this guy, we already see him. See the heavy up here. This guy's dangerous. This has ended several runs for me. So you just make sure that he is well covered. If you need to duck back behind the wall, toss a grenade, do that. I get lucky, right? He's pointing at me, but then he decides he's not in cover and he's going to start running. So that was a fortunate turn of events here. Yep. As soon as he stops shooting and he starts running, I win that firefight. Once these rooms are cleared, I send everybody down into this hallway to clear individual rooms, and these two guys are coming around and they're going to take out whoever's here. You see I open this door to the bathroom, but these two doors into these bedrooms are already opened up, so I know that there's enemies there. Revolver Harry.
Good job.
Took those two guys out in the room. Luckily that was it. So that's the end of the mission. Let me know if you like that strategy, if you like the style of video. I'll make some more for some different missions if you're having trouble with them. I'm pretty close. I've got one more mission and then I will have all 3 stars in every single mission. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all in the next video.